Let's help support Dr. Arnold Dubé's humanitarian effort throughout the world. He's focused on South America and is moving further into Africa and other areas. 80% of these NFTs will be donated to Arnie's 3 levels of support. As you can see there are various levels you can be a part of. Available on OpenSea.io, RSC Graphic Collection. There's nothing better than creativity, and we've got a house full of it today. Those of you who are always looking to promote the community are about to get a big surprise from 4 very creative companies that are putting out Bees.Social merchandise. Here we go. This is the Swarm Unplugged podcast, where we get to know the Bees.Social community and encourage others to join us. With hundreds in the community, we want to get to know all of you better. From the newbie to the expert to the project partners, we will be learning who they are and how they can best benefit from Bees.Social. I'm Christopher Knight, so let's get started. You've just joined the roundup for the Bees merchandise. And we have so many things to show off today that I want to make sure we don't take too long in the intro so that you get to see what's going on. And I so much appreciate everyone that's volunteered to be here, agreed to be here today so that they can show off what they've done, all of which is extremely creative. Now, in the beginning here, I've got to tell you, I am wearing merch myself, and as you can see, it's to the moon. And I'm not showing any favoritisms because that was a gift from a friend of mine, Stevie Stacks. So in that process, we always want to show off and to give recognition to people who are doing great things in the community. I also want to say that normally I have my very clever and very talented co-host Tony K. And to the community, so that you know, Tony K over the last 2 nights has been with his mother in the hospital due to a mini stroke, and he is now, they've just returned home, and he is with her at home taking care of getting everything set up for special care and so forth at their home. So he will not be with us today. So our hearts and prayers go out to Tony K, his mom, and the family. So let's get started right now. And we want to welcome our first guest today. And with all of his talent, with all of his skill, with all of his notoriety, he has time to do other things in life, and that's to do merchandise. Our first guest today is Tim Judge. Right. Welcome, Tim, to the program, huh?
That was quite an introduction. Thank you very much.
Well, you're famous. You know that.
I will add on my best wishes to Tony and his mom. You got to take care of your mom for as best you can. So thoughts and prayers go out with you, Tony. I miss you today. But thank you, Christopher. Thank you for the invitation, and I'm very honored and happy to be here.
Well, we're just as honored because of all the things you do for the community, and to also tack this one thing onto that, which I know you well know helps the community in the process. Yeah. But to tack that on is like a superhuman effort. But we wanted to make sure that you gave it its right notoriety. And so before I get all drippy and all whatever else, why don't we let you take it over and show what you're doing in the area of Bees merchandise?
Well, I'd also like to give a shout out to your producer, Rick, because he does a great job. That's more of what I do for Ray and all the people that show up on our show on Wednesday and Friday night and that kind of stuff. So Great job, Rick, and thank you very much for making me look good. But yeah, I
Amen.
have shopbees.social.com. I started that up because somebody said we need T-shirts, so I just grabbed the spot that I had heard about that I could make stuff up. So my stuff is pretty started out pretty straightforward. But I got the Bees.Social T-shirts, long sleeve T-shirts, hoodies. I made a wine glass because my wife drinks the wine. Great. Um, I think my biggest seller, and it's funny because this site, says things have been sold, but I've got a lot more sales than just 4 and 14. This would say that this is my biggest seller of a T-shirt, the M2 Cash, and surprisingly, nobody's bought the M2 pillowcase. I thought people would be dreaming about M2 and want that M2 pillowcase, but that one has yet to be sold. But I've sold at least one of each of these products, which are fun. But then I did, once those went up, which were pretty straightforward, like I said, just stuff about M2. I did start to get a little bit more creative, I'll admit that. But this one is my favorite T-shirt, which right now is in the laundry for me. But M2 Cash on the front, and then follow the money. So I think that that's a big saying in the finance world and investigations and all that kind of stuff. Follow the money. So when you add the M2 logo to the money, and I've gotten some questions about that when I'm wearing that around, because this is on the back. Follow the money's on the back side of the T-shirt, and M2 Cash on the front. So
Tim, if I could interrupt, can you
Yeah.
enlarge those for people to
Oh,
see better?
sure. Yeah, sorry. So here, this is the follow the money, and so I'm using the M in there on the back side, and the M2 Cash on the front. So that was probably my favorite one because that's a famous saying. So when you add that logo in there, I get a lot of comments out of that. Probably my biggest seller. You guys might have seen this guy floating around the shows and everything like that. It's just the Thug Mug, and I forget, and I honestly did not create the Thug Thug Nugget, but I was very much gifted the rights to float him around because he's pretty popular, and I like we all love nuggets, so that is one of the biggest sellers on this store. And then the straight up M2 T-shirt, but then this one, I think I only sold a couple of these, but it was NFT, nice freaking tee. My other NFTs are on Bees.Social. So that was a funny one that I just made up when we started getting into NFTs on Bees.Social. And then this one's for Richie's most famous quote, enough is enough. And we all trying to promote M2 and the fact that it's changing the banking world and how money is used and exchanged, and enough is enough, that big banks control everything. So that's a great tee right there. I've sold a bunch of them, and it's got M2 Cash on the front. So good stuff. Then after that, at the bottom, oh, this is another good one. This one, and they all come in different colors, and they're all the premium tees. We have women's tees, premium tees, all different colors. Whatever looks good on you, it'll be there. But this one is Be the Bank with the Bees logo on there, so that's fun. And on the front is just Bees.Social, so that's another good one right there. But those are some fun ones. I will be coming up with some more, but as you know, running a couple different shows and doing all this kind of stuff takes up a little bit of time. Today is the first day of school for my 5 kids, so it's been a busy day. I was hoping to make up an anniversary T-shirt, but I haven't done that. So hopefully the rest of you guys have made up one of those. But it's good stuff. But yeah, the more the merrier to get this stuff out there. The whole thought process behind setting up these stores is to get the name out there on people's backs and in people's hands, so that the conversation starts. That's the whole idea between the merch stores. So everybody can set out their stuff, their creativity. But the most important part of all this is that it gets out there and gets seen, so that people can engage in the conversation and find out what enough, follow the money, and be the bank. That's really the most important messages that we have to share, right?
Oh, absolutely. Now, show that wine
The
glass your
tumbler?
wife likes.
Sure.
Yeah, what is that?
So this is an insulated tumbler. It's got the Bees.Social logo on it. It's got the top, a sealable, closable top on there, so you can flip that off. She could take it to the beach, and not get any sand in her wine, um, when we're watching the sunset. So that's pretty cool. And just a little side note there, if you didn't notice, everything ends in a 38 cents. That 38 is a special number for Ray Pep Thug Nug's Superstar. I believe it was Scott Tokyo. Yeah, thanks, Ray. Um, Scott Tokyo designed the Thug Nug. But yeah, this tumbler is pretty cool. It keeps her wine at the right temperature. Although I'm gonna admit, nothing lasts too long in her wine glass.
Okay. Well, I'm going to hold you to the foot to the fire here for a moment, and that
Yep.
is use the number 38. What
Yeah.
does the number 38 stand for?
Well, I did not know until I did my own research, and this has not been confirmed. But Richie talks about 38, and 38 has great meaning. From what I looked up on the internet, was that 38 means wealth and prosperity. So it's just a lucky number for wealth and prosperity. When I looked it up, that's what it meant. I figured that was good enough for me to think that's what he believes, but he has not divulged his final secret. So I did not know what 38 means to him specifically, but if it means wealth and prosperity, I figured I'd go with it. So all the products end in 38 cents.
All right, I got you. Now, I've heard that many times, and of course, I also researched it. So some of the people know when you're buying something for 38.38, they're going, "Why?" So there's a
Right.
reason behind it. Absolutely, within the community. Tim, you got started here. Why? Why did you begin doing any of this since you're so cotton picking busy with everything else?
Yeah, well, like I mentioned, that I have 5 kids, and 2 of my sons are in college. And when they finished up their summer jobs last year, they were like, "Well, what do we do with our money?" And because they didn't want to waste it all on pizza and Pringles. So I said, "Listen, I've got friends that are talking about cryptocurrency, and I think that this is something that you can invest a little bit of that and then let it go. We don't know, we believed that cryptocurrency was the future. We had no idea how fast it would move, and I said, let's dive into this together. So we started our crypto journey together. And once I got invited through Patrick, and once I got in, it took about a month, and I said, guys, I'm here to help with whatever I can do. So please let me open up a YouTube channel. Let me, run the interviews. Let me do whatever it takes to help, because I got bit by the crypto bug, and we got involved because just Patrick's a great guy. Ray, such a great guy, and so easy to work with. I just enjoy doing those shows immensely, because we know that nobody gets paid to do this, and I'm making a couple bucks off shirts. Is not paying the bills either. But we did it because I have great conversations with my sons now. We're very excited about the projects and the chatter that goes on with all of this, and the community is really second to none, and just people that are so committed and passionate about the projects that are going on, and M2 especially, that the future is very bright. So when my kids are investing their money, and now we've finished another summer, and so they want to double down and get in on all the stuff that's going on. It's just been a really great bonding experience. And that's the first one out of the Bees is B is bonding, educate, empower, and then swarm. Right, that's what Bees stands for. And so when I heard that mission, I said, well, whatever I can do to help, I'm here. So that's why I show up to all the shows and help run the other ones that I can. I'm thankful that you have Rick and you guys can run your own show. Not that I wouldn't be happy to help out, but when people can use their talents for good, I'm very happy for it. So I'm excited to see the other merch. What other merch these guys have. Scott coming up, I think, has sent me some other stuff, as you can see. So I'm very proud of that and everything everybody's
Absolutely.
done. So we all support each other. So
Well,
it's great.
Now, Tim, we're all very proud of what you do and very thankful for what you do and appreciate it. So just let that be known from everyone I know that's watching right now. And yes, we do have another very important guest, and one that we've all seen a few things from. In fact, I'll even show one here because it's the only M2 coin I own right here, as far as physically. So, if you like M2 coins, I think our next guest can help you out. I'd like to introduce everybody, if you haven't already heard about his famous work, Scott Rogers. So here we go.
Welcome.
Scott's into it. You've got your specs on. Your M2 specs are on there. Yes. You
Welcome
look like
to
you're
my
in
laser shop.
Santa. Yeah, it sounds like you're in Santa's workshop, is what it looks like right now.
That's true. I love making gifts. I love giving gifts, especially creative ones.
Right, and of course yours are creative, and I've been very grateful what you've been gifted to me. I really appreciate it very much. You are extremely talented, and you're doing something quite unique. Why don't you talk about what you're doing there, my friend?
Well, it's kind of fun business. We added on to the house a while ago an office where I have some laser equipment, and this equipment actually goes through and cuts the wood precisely after you do the design, the little pieces, and then I sand both sides and put together creative different boxes. A lot of the ones I'm doing for bees have a wooden hinge here that opens up. We have the logos on the inside and, of course, the outside, but it makes a nice little catch-all place to put anything from Amazon receipts to M2 coins, physical ones. Let me show you my the website. We are Bees.Social and we've done a couple different sizes of boxes. We also do a wine cork collector that has the logo on it, and also one of my original businesses was doing personalized wine boxes where we can customize the box for special occasions. So we have a bees page. We also have an M2 cash page, which are the same size boxes. We've added some tokens, which Tim has displayed, and Christopher. And those are kind of nice to hand out to people that you're talking to about our project, that they can put in their pocket and remember what they've been talking about. So it's just a small token of appreciation. My shop actually has a couple of universal lasers, which are made right here in Scottsdale, Arizona. So parts are nice and handy if I need them. And we've added a shipping container that we've repurposed. So that's where all the sawdust gets flying. Been a great addition to not having to work in the garage without air conditioning. But it's been a fun business. Thinking outside the box is always something I think people appreciate.
Well, they do appreciate it. Now, how many different items do you actually have? And I know several different purposes. So, yeah, let's really dig in deep here so everybody can really understand what this is about.
Okay, well, I build everything from scratch. We do have some standard size boxes, and all the sizes are on the page. So you have an inside and outside dimensions. Two different gift size boxes. The wine cork box, the top comes on and off, and you can just throw in your wine corks as you collect them. The wine box here has a sliding top so that you can enclose it. fits champagnes. If you're thinking of a gift for somebody that doesn't partake in wine or champagne, you can always pack it full of other type of goodies, candy or gift cards or homemade goodies, homemade cookies. So that's a possibility also. And then, of course, I do this couple of the coins. I've sent that out to people, and I like to include them in any of the orders that we send out. I'll put these in the box also, kind of as a little extra gift, a beast mode gift.
Tell what kind of wood is this made from, Roy?
It's Baltic birch. It's unfinished, and the nice thing is the lasering actually shows very well on the wood without any kind of surface to it. But it's a plywood, and then the burning of the laser actually makes the edges dark like this, which is kind of nice. I include some liner on the boxes also, and then each box that we made has 4 cork feet on the bottom to keep it protected when it's on a shelf.
All right, for those who don't know and haven't seen the box up close, that laser that is the M2 in that particular box is actually cut all the way through. So it's if you were to put it up the light, you would see the M2 shining right through it. And just like the coin, yes, the coin is done exactly the same way. These are very, very clever items that he has produced, and believe me, it is well worth the price. I think he spends a lot of time in that shop, don't you, Scott?
Yes. It's the secret to our marriage.
Oh, I understand that. Yes. And how's the response been so far, Scott?
It's been great. The community supports each of us very nicely and gives us ideas of what to work on next. And it's just been great being involved.
If I wanted to order some coins, how much are the coins?
The coins, well, it depends on the market price.
Okay, here we go.
Now I have a baker's dozen on the website, and they are $18 with shipping. So it's a minor investment.
And I tell you what, since I received mine, they have never left my desktop. Every once in a while, I just kind of thumb through them and drop them like I would cards, coin on top of coin, just to say, M2, my future, M2. Here we go. Scott, anything else you'd like to say about all your tremendous work and your creativity and craft?
No, it's just great being able to do something unique and creative, something a little bit different. I think people appreciate the thought that goes into not only receiving a gift or giving a gift, but the community and the thought that goes behind it. Like Mom always said, it's the thought that counts.
No, absolutely. And of course, you've been on some of our other shows, and it's always been a pleasure. Scott, I consider you a friend and appreciate all that you do for the community itself.
Thanks, Christopher.
All right. And now we want to move on to our next very talented group. And this is a group of 3. So this is Opus Print with Harold. And Harold, I want to let you come on and introduce both of your partners in this particular operation. Go right ahead.
Okay, starting off with Jamil, the young guy. I mean, the older guys, being Brandon. we're the more seasoned vets when it comes to business. This young guy, we're taking him to kind of showing him, introducing him to business, an opportunity to be a part of something that he's going to help build. And he's a designer as well. So I'll let him tell you about himself a little bit.
Yeah, I'm a 21-year-old graphic designer. My passion is just creative arts. And I've been in art for about a couple of years and stuff like that. And I'm partnered with Opus Print, and also I'm the head designer of Opus Print, where I make the T-shirts and stuff like that. And we also have a website, opusprint.com, and I'll be able to show you what it is.
Hold on, I'm gonna introduce Brandon first, and then we'll go into the merchandising as well. So go ahead.
Well, hey, Bees.Social community, I'm Brandon Matthews. My insight on this business team, like I say, I've been currently owning my own business since 1996. So they kind of give us a foundation on business structure as we venture out in this new business. And basically what we're trying to do is spread the word about Bees.Social around the world, the community, and everywhere we go. And like I said, we brought Jamil in as his get us some young talent to help out, and as we grow him entrepreneur experience.
Yeah, and also we'll be collaborating with a lot of other artists, young people as well. So he's just the beginning, but he's like part owner as well. So he's gonna get the experience, see the business start from the bottom, go to the top. So yeah.
All right, and just as it should be, right there. You've got some good leaders there, Jamil. Watch out. All right. Well, let's learn a little bit about the Bees merchandise now.
Hey, okay. All right, you see the screen? Okay.
We're fine. Yeah, go right ahead.
Okay. See, first we'll start off with is the Bees.Social Opus collab T-shirt. Basically, you see the Opus ball inside the Bees.Social logo, and the difference between our shirts, we have, if you see here, we have the Bees.Social T-shirt, and we have the we have the premium Bees.Social T-shirt. So if you want to pay, if you want a little extra, you'll get a better quality T-shirt. And we have all different types of colors. We have the blue, gray, as you can see here. You can select all certain type of colors. You got the navy, red, and we should have all the sizes that you need to also. And then see, these are our logos that we have too. We have the Bees.Social logo.
And we're responsible for creating the logo as well. So our team did that as well.
Fantastic.
The collab. So yeah, we can go down to our hats. You can kind of show off our hat.
So what's your favorite, Harold?
My favorite is the Opus collab. I like that. I like how the ball peeps through, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like a mystery ball in the background with the whole Bees.Social logo. Kind of like a surprise.
Show that off. Show that one off.
Go to the top one. Okay. Can you scroll up a little bit more? Okay, you see that? If you see the Opus ball, it's actually the Opus ball taken and hidden behind the actual logo itself, right there. Emerged. So yeah. And show the other color of that as well. Now, show another color. Don't we have more colors of that?
Go on the original site.
You know, it might be real clever if you use the actually cut a hole where the Opus ball is in a round circle. Wouldn't that be interesting? A see-through T-shirt. Never mind. I'm just joking.
Yeah, but now the whole thing is to get young people active and get them to, you know what I'm saying, be creative and inspire them to push to do more. We got a lot more coming. You know what I'm saying? This is just the beginning. So like look forward to see a lot of designs. We also want to do a lot of studio stuff where we can go and have models show off our stuff and have it on the site where they can see it, interact with the, you know what I'm saying, the whole shopping experience, stuff like that. So
okay, so you're planning to grow out your entire line here in the future.
Yes, that's correct. Yes, this is just the beginning for us. So yeah.
Wow. Okay. So far, is there anything that has been your best seller?
Those shirts, the collab shirts, has actually been the best shirt sellers right now. And you see two among these guys right here. So yeah.
I got you. All right. Now, why did you decide to do this? And when did you get involved in Bees, and why did you decide to do this? Two questions.
I'm actually part of the marketing team, so I love starting businesses. I've started a couple of in my past, so you know what I'm saying. I just wanted to do something, and I met this young guy, and he introduced him to crypto, and he's been hooked. and he's been growing with the community as well and participating and getting them on, you know what I'm saying, getting them plugged in so he can be the future of tomorrow. So
Well, you have
literally just I was like, man, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying you've got it plugged in, the direction and everything else, and everybody. I think everybody has a place in this in this space, because our community is growing by leaps and bounds, and everybody's got a different taste, and so each of these serve a different purpose, and so kudos to all three of you for doing this.
Yeah, appreciate that. Appreciate it. Hopefully we can be on another podcast. Awesome.
Another thing with those Opus collab shirts, a lot of people look at the logo and they're like, "Wow, what is that?" You know, they just like the color, but they don't actually know what the image is in the background. You know, that's a whole nother story to the backside of what's going on behind Bees.Social.
Yeah, and it gives you a chance to talk about it, doesn't it?
Oh yes.
Right. Actually, I just took my daughter she went to college at Arizona State, so I had it on there. So I got as I got on the campus up there, you know, I had my shirt and stuff on, so I got to spread the word with quite a bit of people. And they was like, "Wow, what is this thing? A nice shirt you got on." I was like, "Oh, it's a big meaning behind this." And, you know, my wife like, "Uh-oh, we're going to be here a minute. We got some people to talk to."
Uh-oh. Here we go. All right. Well, Harold, Jamil, Brandon, thank you very much for letting us in on not a secret, but on your project that's I know is going to grow as you add more and more product to it. Thank you for joining us, and of course, hang around. We're going to chat after this is over. Alrighty. Now we're going to also bring in someone who is working in the same space, has been very busy at it, and of course, also is a technical director of this particular podcast, The Swarm Unplugged. But I want to bring Rick Scherer on and let him show off his show off, so to speak. Oh,
well,
look at that. You know,
thank you, Christopher. First of all, we've got our Bees.Social crypto community ball cap, and this is embroidered and not printed. And to match, we have a high quality polo that has the same branding, Bees.Social. Oh, it's on the wrong side. I do have a bit of a disadvantage as the admin of the tech team. My share is going to work a little bit different. Tried to do it on a second computer and did not work out as well. So let me see if we can get into this share mode right now and show off some of my wares.
Carry on. Let's rock.
Okay, so here we are at Bees.Social.merch.com, and we've got a variety of different products. And I'm going to start on our most successful and the hardest challenge that we completed. And we've actually created, my sister and I, 12 mugs that are reminiscent of each of the events that we've had, as well as showing off, I think there's 72 hives with bees in them, and every one of the bees represents somebody from our organization. And I'll just go over one. Anybody know what this F&G represents? Well, if you don't, that would be Patrick. And we've got, again, the Swarm over here. And again, I'm not going to tell you all of the players in this, but it's a fantastic product. And you can see here the assortment of different mugs that we've created. This one is commemorating 2,500 holders for the M2 token. This we have in two versions, Love My M2 in both English and Spanish. This one here represents our family. We all talk about being a family. Then, of course, our most popular one is our community. And then we've got a mug that's representing farming, planting seeds. This one here is our famous pool party that we have whenever a new project is coming out. This we have is the educator. On that chalkboard, you will find just about every single word that we need to know and understand when we're all taught about it. So it's pretty impressive. Let's go back to the main screen here, and we'll continue to get to the other few. We then have, people talk about our regular meetings. And if you look here, we talk about, I guess, New York time, and we leave the M off and we have a capital T for Tim, because he's the one that always talks about New York time. And then we got our Mining Us.
Now you might want to enlarge some of those too while you're at it.
Sure, let's see if we can get this puppy a little bit bigger here. This is Mining Us. And every one of the mugs we have is a complete full wraparound. So it's a continual on all sides of the mug. And the very last one that we have is our Super Hives. So there we go with that. All reasonably priced. They're ceramic, dishwasher safe. So let's see if we can go back to our main screen here and go into some of the apparel that we have. From the Bees.Social apparel, we've got 11 different styles of actual t-shirts. We've got one style of polos in multiple colors and sizes. And these are the tees that we have available in long sleeve, short sleeve. We've got hoodies. We've got sweatshirts, long sleeve. We've got a women's V-neck. And we even have a child size, classic child's. We've got a tank top for men and women. So we try to cover the full assortment. This is the kids and this is the toddler. If we go to M2 apparel, all of our M2 shirts have the M2 branding on the front, and the flip side has the M2 itself. Let's see if we can get this one loaded here. Okay, and the back side has the M2 branding. And we've got these in 7 different styles and variety of colors to choose from, and of course all different styles. Let's go back to the M2 here. And the last thing that I want to share with you, this is some more of the Bees.Social merch. We've got some other cups here. We've got a tote bag. This is our embroidered ball cap. We've got some actual stickers, 3.5 by 5 by 7 sticker. And we've got a tumbler here. And this is our newest addition, We Go Battle. So one final thing that I do want to share and bring up here is, let's go to, apologize for having to jump back and forth here. Share screen. Let's go to Chrome. We do have and was asked to create an NFT for our anniversary. This is the 1-year anniversary, August 26, 2020 to August 26, 2021, for the achievements that the group has done. And it's a pretty neat looking NFT. It's actually has some graphic movement to it. And as you see, we're not looking to make a profit, just to cover some of the costs to create it. And it's a 0.004 ETH. And we have a total minting of 300 on these. And these could be seen at, I'll put the link in the, it's RS Graphics, and it's the 1-year anniversary that we should all be proud of wanting to support. And that's pretty much my product line, and appreciate sharing this with you guys. And thank you so much, Christopher.
Absolutely. And I know that you work very hard at what you do as well. So it's always a pleasure to be associated with you. Of course, everyone knows he's our director for this program. Now that we've seen some fantastic and creative work, let's bring everybody back on and let's just chat a minute about Bees.Social and the impact that this may have on it. And there's Tim back with us, and Scott's back with us, and Harold and all his crowd is back with us. So I'm just going to ask a general question here for all of us. And first of all, I want to thank you all for being a part of this episode of the Swarm Unplugged. I really, really appreciate it. I want to ask Scott. I want to ask you, and let the rest of them kind of follow behind, and I'll keep quiet after this. But how do you see these types of things helping the bees community?
Well, it starts a conversation, and that's what we want to do. We want to share what we've learned, our knowledge, whether it's something we're wearing or something on a shelf. When people see it, conversations are important. So it just helps us do that without bringing something up out of the blind. And it gives us bragging rights for something that we're involved with, that we're passionate about.
Any Tim, Harold, any comments from you guys?
Well, I just say that we want to inspire young people to step up and be more creative. And once they see young creativity in a platform where they can come do that more, then I think it inspires more people to get involved to see what Bees.Social is all about and different things that we do with t-shirts like M2 and different things we do. So I think it's, like I said, it's a conversation starter and something to empower people more to step up and be more creative.
Yeah,
I agree. And I think part of what we're all looking to do, aside from producing products that will expand who we are and what we do to others outside of the group, it also has some pride when other people in the group, enjoy your merchandise and actually purchase it and wear it and say, hey, I've got this mug or this cap or this shirt, and I'm proud to be part of this group. And I think it has a lot to do with, community pride. I'm just going to run through some of the messages that I wasn't able to show before, but everybody is actually making some great comments about all of the products that we've shown today, not just mine, but Tim's as well, and Scott's and Harold. And it's just great to have people, support and appreciate what we do. And God knows that there isn't enough time in the day to do what we do outside of this. So my focus is, how do we create more time?
Yeah, Tim, I want your comment as well. Go right ahead.
I just wanted to add, Rick, can you add my screen back? That screen share that I have?
Oh, sure. Let me get
I
back
just
to
tell a quick story that I have 7 brothers, but one of them turned 65 2 weeks ago, and we were meeting and having a big bonfire and all this stuff, and I grabbed the coins that Scott had sent me. And I said, "Oh, I'm gonna put this into the bonfire, and we're gonna watch it burn, and it's gonna, mean so much, because if you follow M2, there's a burning mechanism and all that kind of stuff." And when the fire was started, and I brought it out, and I was gonna put this, wooden chip into the fire, I couldn't do it. I didn't want to burn it because it means a lot to me, even though I have a bunch of them sitting on my desk. But I do share them with people, and it's a great conversation starter. And I thought it was going to be a great thing to throw it in the fire and do a close up, but I was like, I can't do it. I can't burn my M2. It's like, I'm not going to do it. So as you pointed out, it's a see-through token that he created. So the fire comes up behind it. I thought that was really cool. And I did make a post about that in my Twitter and all that stuff. So I used this little clip. But yeah, when you are involved in, it's just like being a fan of, a musician or a concert, and you buy their T-shirt or whatever. When you're involved in M2 and Bees.Social and you see the products that you're doing, I mean, how many times have you seen anybody wearing a Bank of America T-shirt or something else like that? I mean, no, they just don't go wearing shirts like that. I haven't even seen any Bitcoin shirts really, but when you're involved in a project and you're proud of it, number one, you're happy to wear the t-shirt. Number two, you can't throw it in the fire just because even though you think it might look cool. So I love what you did, Scott, and I appreciate everybody that's involved, and I have a lot of fun doing it. So that's the main draw. So yeah, we need more time to make up more fun stuff.
Oh, what a great story! I love it, Jim. I wouldn't burn it. You might not have to say that. So I know what you felt. I wouldn't dare burn one that he sent me. Absolutely not. Oh my. Well, that shows the special feeling we have for what we're doing here and the community that we're building here. And it is special. It means a lot to those who are really involved in it. And so this merchandise also means a lot. And that's the reason I wanted to have this particular segment today. And I know that it probably is not high on anybody's mind right now, but I wanted to show my appreciation and my respect for each and every one of you who are spending your time to distribute this kind of, if you will, advertising and social awareness to the Bees.Social community, because it does make a difference. So thank you so very, very much. All right. As we close out today on this particular episode of the Swarm Unplugged, then I want to say just a couple of quick things, and that is we are moving toward many, many different things within the community. Each of them has a place. Each of them has their own strengths and abilities. And I think the most important thing is to stay the course, keep the faith, and understand that there is more to it than we even realize. And it's going to manifest itself in due time so that we're all very successful and very, very pleased with the outcome. I want to say thanks to each and every one that was here. I want to say thanks, of course, to our technical director, Rick Scherer, and give my best to our co-host and very special co-host, Tony Kay, while he deals with his mom, as he calls it in England, his mum. So, and that will go out and to, I'm sure, from each and every one of you. As we close the episode, everyone, please remember to listen, learn, and give. Thanks for joining us for this episode of the Swarm Unplugged podcast. Be sure to hit the follow button and leave us a glowing comment. Gravitate yourself to be on the podcast so you are the next one to introduce themselves to the Bees.Social community. See you on the next episode.